and better.
Back for another.
And it's the three of us.
Yes.
This is the first time we've recorded together since
Wow.
December.
Oh
As in,
my
like, in
gosh.
person.
Yeah.
In person. 7 months
Wow.
ago. So doesn't never
We're
feels
back.
like it's that long. But we're back. Welcome to another episode of She's in a Pod.
Yes.
I know we've been up and down, guys. We haven't been very consistent lately.
Yeah.
We are sorry. Life has been
Life.
life.
Life is life.
You know,
man.
in good
And it
ways,
happens. I'm sure life has been laughing for you as well. You know, it
Exactly.
happens.
So,
it's just life.
Yeah, but we're back. The last 2 episodes we didn't have Sadé because she was off living her best married life, but she will hear about more as this episode goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hope you're well. How's everybody doing? How was this week? First of all, I know this is a bit late, but that heat wave
Oh my God.
of like
Terrible.
40 degrees.
Do you know, I won't lie, in Southampton, we're a lot cooler because we're near a coast.
Oh, yeah.
So Southampton is a lot cooler. And I did not realise until I was doing the comparisons between Southampton weather forecast and London.
Babe.
It's like 4 or 5 degrees different.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So although it was very hot, it was not as crazy
As London.
as London. I could just tell by everyone's reactions in London. It wasn't that bad.
It was too much. I mean,
Ugh, gosh. It literally felt like I was...
pavements
Oh
were
my
melting.
God. Yeah.
Oh my
I can't believe the
gosh.
fires. Did you see the fires?
fires.
I
Yeah,
heard.
the fires.
I heard.
It was a lot,
Nothing
man.
like that in Southampton. Wow.
I never thought I'd see the day like where the weather would cause fires in the UK.
in the UK
Yeah.
and natural fires as
It's
well.
because
like,
we're not built for it.
Yeah,
It
the
happens on
country's not
grass
built
or
for it.
We're not
something.
built for it.
Country is not built for it at all. But I couldn't focus. Tuesday, I said to Jen, Monday, Tuesday, I didn't get anything done.
Wow.
I couldn't.
Work-wise, right?
Work-wise,
My
oh
office
gosh,
at home
no.
is also very stuffy and hot anyway.
Yeah.
So those days were crazy.
They were.
But
yeah.
Monday was actually really worse for me. Even though Tuesday was
Really?
hotter, yeah.
Okay.
Monday was awful to the point where, do you know why actually? I saw on Twitter, when it's really hot, close your windows,
Close your blinds.
Oh,
close
yeah.
your blinds to stop the hot air going in.
Yeah.
As soon as I did that, within 30 minutes, the room cooled down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't believe I didn't think of that. I just
Because
thought,
in the
oh,
mornings
just
when you
let
wake
as
up,
much
it's
air.
quite hot in the morning as well.
Yes.
And when my curtains were closed, my room almost felt cool. But then as soon as I opened them, that's it.
The
came
heat
in.
just comes in.
Monday,
yeah.
I went to a barbecue.
When you were working, let's hope your
I
boss
bought-
doesn't hear this.
I was just like, I brought my laptop with me, sent a few emails,
So that one,
whatever.
working remotely.
And then I was
Yeah.
on the hammock for most of the day, drinking Coronas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hammock,
Okay.
where in this London, please?
Oh no, I was at my friend's house. They had a hammock in their
Makeshift
garden.
hammock.
It was my friend's. No, it was like they bought one.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, they had it.
Perfect
I
summer
went to my
vibes.
friend's grandma's house, Casey's grandma's house,
Oh.
because her grandma loves to cook. So we went. I had some good chicken.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm not coming to cook myself anything to eat. Tuesday was difficult because that was hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very
What's
difficult.
it like reaching 40?
It was 40.
Yeah.
It was.
I
40
was
degrees
like
where I was.
looking on the weather app. I think Southampton got up to like 36, 35. You guys, I was seeing 39.
I'm not built for it.
Apparently, the hottest place was like Heathrow at one point was like 40.2. And that was the hottest recorded temperature that UK's ever had.
Oh my gosh.
I just said, Jesus is coming.
I don't even know what it is.
That's
Like,
exactly what I'm saying. Hell is
Yeah.
hot to hell this.
And everyone was making jokes like, oh, this is work experience for where some of you lot will end up. And I was thinking, this is not funny. Please, let's not joke about
let's not speak
hellfire.
that.
Oh my god.
Give your lives to Christ.
I'm so done.
But
Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
let's get straight into it because we want to catch
Everybody
up properly.
wants to know.
Everyone wants to know. We had the
Ooh.
wedding.
Mhm.
Hashtag So Love 2022.
Yes.
Hashtag Road to Ojo.
Road to Ojo.
We had
Yeah.
a whole lot. So you guys have been married for. I mean, let's talk about the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, first of
Start
all,
from the
let's,
beginning.
but I want to start from the beginning. But firstly, how was the wedding for you?
So the weddings. It was 2 weddings.
Yeah, the weddings.
Two events.
The week of
literally.
festivities. It was a festival. The
Yeah.
week of festivities.
Literally. It was, the weddings were actually great. I felt a lot more relaxed and I think I had more fun at the white wedding.
Okay. Yeah.
On the day of the traditional, I was I don't know what it was. My heart couldn't stop racing.
Okay.
So I remember like when I had to do pictures in the beginning of our professional pictures and stuff, I had to like ask them for water because I was literally shaking.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was nerves or just maybe I hadn't eaten, but I just wasn't, I couldn't even eat that day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's probably
So,
contributed.
oh my gosh, yeah. So that whole day was like a blur and it just felt like a movie. Like it was so surreal just being the
So
center
side
of
note,
attention.
Sadé is giving UK girlies makeup today, by the way.
Oh,
So you guys can see it. Her makeup
Yes.
is-
It's
Her
on
makeup is
point.
very good.
Thanks to Bianca. Bianca made me do it. Charlotte Tilbury, Morphe. My Ben and I didn't come in time. I would have used it this morning.
no,
It arrived when I
yeah.
left.
Yeah,
But
Let's
I
get
was
some
like,
tips
I'm gonna
now.
add that to my
That's
routine.
fine,
No.
fine.
Honestly, I actually followed it because I need to improve my
I
makeup.
appreciate that. Yeah. But yeah, continue. Sorry.
Yes. So the weddings, but all in all, it was great. My
Yeah.
white wedding, oh my God,
It was so
I
good.
loved
It was
every moment of
It
it.
was really good.
It was like Sam and I were saying, it just went so well, even better than we expected.
Wow, that's dope.
I remember so our stage, for example, for the ceremony wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be
Okay.
a lot plainer.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a lot plainer. Like we had the sketch and everything, but the previous guy who was doing the decor left Meridian, so they got like someone else.
Okay.
So I think they had done something or made a few errors, so ended up doing a better stage for us. So all I remember walking in, I was like, "Oh, this stage is nice. This is not what we were expecting. We weren't expecting all the drapes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It was just supposed to be a plain
Oh,
stage
wow.
with 2 flowers on the sides.
Oh, wow.
But they did like a whole canopy type
that's
thing, and I was
beautiful.
like, "Oh, this
Yeah,
is
that's
nice."
beautiful.
But yeah, that whole day, I just remember when we were sitting down and the pastors were preaching during the ceremony and just looking, and I just could not believe that this is my wedding day. I was just like, this is actually my wedding day. It felt so surreal, but it was a beautiful day. The reception as well. A lot of people told me that although there were a lot of people there, so we had about 430 people at our white wedding. A lot of people said it didn't feel like it.
It didn't. It
But there
actually
were. There
didn't.
could have even been more.
It didn't feel
Yeah.
like a lot
Cramped.
of people. It didn't feel cramped.
Yeah,
And I think
and
maybe
we
the
did
venue
it-
had a lot to do with that as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The venue was very spacious. We didn't put the food in the same hall as well.
Yeah,
That was
helped.
really
avoid,
good.
That helped.
To avoid
Yeah.
the queues and all of that.
Yeah,
It just
that
doesn't look nice. So there was just space. And I remember during the speeches, I was looking and people were actually listening because that's something that
Something,
I've seen
you know,
a
people
lot of
that it
weddings.
was, people bickering and
That's
not
it.
listening and
I
stuff
went
like
to a
that.
wedding literally the other week. People were just talking to the point where the dad had to be like, "Hello,
Yeah,
is everyone listening?"
Yeah.
But people were actually engaged. It came out so beautifully. All the stress was worth it.
It was worth it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
All the stress was worth it. I had so much fun.
What do you feel like was the best and worst parts of wedding planning?
Oh, great question. So the best parts, I think the best parts were seeing everything come together. So like seeing all our ideas,
Yeah.
all the crazy things that we had like in our heads actually come to life.
Mm.
I would say that was probably the best part for me. Yeah, definitely. The worst parts, just communication with vendors, decision making. Decision making, especially with the outfits. I found that the hardest, one of the hardest parts, because that's why I did like a question answer thing on Instagram the other day, and I said that if I had to change anything, I would have gotten a bridal stylist.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah.
And a lot of people replied, was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing."
Yeah.
When you start wedding planning, you
Yeah.
realize that a lot of things are things.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these crazy ideas that don't seem important are important.
Yeah.
Everything with wedding planning
Every
is
detail.
amplified.
Yeah.
So I would have gotten that because it was just a lot to think about, too many decisions to make. I would have wanted someone to really sculpt every single outfit.
And you
to my
didn't have a
body.
wedding planner, did you?
No,
There was a coordinator.
we didn't. We had a coordinator.
Okay.
I wouldn't have changed that, because
I think when
felt
you know
like,
when you know what you want,
yeah,
then I think wedding planners aren't always. It's I think wedding planners are good to because coordinators help you to execute what you already
that's
want.
it.
Whereas
Now,
planners, they're helping you to actually cultivate the ideas.
yeah.
So
I already
when
knew
you
the
know
venue
what
I
you
I didn't
wanted.
know there was
yeah.
a difference.
When you
I knew
know what you want.
there's a big difference. So wedding planners start with you from the process right from the beginning.
Yeah.
So they will help you in sourcing vendors.
Yeah.
We knew most of the vendors we were going to use. We know
yeah.
most of them personally.
Yeah.
I knew the venue I wanted. We knew the color. So I didn't need help at that beginning stage, but thank God we got our Fuchsiaberry
Yeah.
events coordinator because she was the one that kind of put the pieces together.
Yeah.
That you need.
And the structure
That I
of the
would-
day as well.
Yes.
All of that kind of stuff.
Like I remember we did a roundup call after. She was telling me about all the things that went wrong.
really?
Did not
Didn't you had
realise.
no clue.
Had
Yeah.
no
Well, that's
clue.
that's their job,
That's
isn't
the
it?
best-
That's
yeah,
they
they're
have
meant to
no
tell
clue.
you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So on the day, everything was going perfect. I mean, there
Oh,
was a
wow.
couple of bits that were like the pictures were just the best. Everyone, we went
Yeah.
out to the lobby. We wanted
I
everyone to
remember.
step.
Oh, God,
We
yeah.
wanted everyone to stay in the ceremony hall so that we could
We
take
could
pictures
come out
in the
and come out,
lobby.
but that didn't happen.
And then everyone
Yeah.
just went out to the.
Yeah.
We said, you know what, forget it.
Yeah.
It's out of our control at this
Oh,
point.
gosh.
But yeah.
Wow. And
I
how
can't believe.
was the honeymoon? How was
Oh my
Jamaica?
God, Jamaica. Oh my
How
God,
was it?
so much gist about Jamaica. So Jamaica, yeah, it's so similar to Nigeria. in a lot of ways. Like, just the infrastructure.
Yeah.
The roads.
Yeah.
You know what? Nigerian roads are worse though. Jamaican roads are a bit, but not as bad as Nigeria. The people selling stuff on the road.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, what I noticed is that people sell stuff out of their cars.
Yeah.
Whereas in Nigeria, they're carrying it on their heads.
Yeah.
They sell it
You
out
won't
like a
show. You
shop.
don't really see people like in traffic lights carrying.
Yeah.
But
We saw
roadside.
hawkers though, so
Yeah.
people that kind of come to your car during traffic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, oh my god, this is like Nigeria. But Jamaica was lovely, beautiful, expensive though, so very expensive. And because there was only two of us, so Sam and I, we had to pay the taxi, of course, whatever he would charge anyway, and dividing it just between us two.
Yeah.
So it was expensive, but it was the best way, and we're glad we did it that way.
Okay.
Because then we were able to have like a dedicated tour guide for us the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
It just helped. It just helped
with the experience.
It was beautiful. The weather was
it looked
stunning.
so
The
good.
food, oh my, we gained so much weight. That's why we had to do dieting when we came back. Both of our stomachs were rock hard when we came back. Seriously,
protein.
all the
my
jerk
gosh,
chicken
jerk
every
chicken,
day,
yeah.
jerk sausage. Like, for breakfast, there was curry goat and brown stew chicken.
Oh my gosh, for
breakfast.
breakfast. That's bad, yeah. That's
Breakfast.
very bad.
There was a whole festivals. Oh my god!
When I saw that, it was the first time you've ever had them. I was like, wait, what?
I
Festivals?
think I've heard of
No,
them.
I've never had it.
They
I've
like
heard of it, but
they
I've
like
never-
sweet dumplings.
Beautiful.
They're like sweet, so you can
They're
make
so
them.
simple,
They're
but
long
nice.
or they're
Yeah,
square.
exactly.
Yeah, see, they're quite long, and it looks like almost like a fried dumpling. That's what it
Yeah,
looks
but
like.
longer.
But they're longer, and it's sweet.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, festivals are. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And we got like fresh ones from like a roadside guy that like
Yeah.
set up his shop. It's like a proper. I think I even snapped it like a proper roadside Jamaican food place.
Yeah. The closest I would put to it
So
taste wise is like puff puff.
But it's
Okay.
better.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I had
it's-
in mind.
it's better.
Like,
Yeah,
puff
but
puff
it's,
is so
that's the
oily
closest
and-
thing.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing I would say, but it's not. It tastes
It's
a bit
not
different,
even
but it's,
like,
that's
yeah,
the closest
that's the
thing.
closest
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't
Yeah.
liken it to anything else
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. So,
It's
but yeah.
I need to try it.
nice.
Yeah, that's
Festival.
good. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
my
you guys
gosh.
will try it soon.
Please,
I have to make some.
nah,
I'll make some.
I need you to cook.
I'll
some
make some.
Jamaican- There's even this fish I had.
What was it? Is it
It's fried.
Escovitch fish? Yeah.
I was trying to remember the name.
Escovitch fish. Yeah.
So
I'll show you.
nice. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Nah, Jamaica
Escovitch
was a
fish is
vibe.
like- It's like a fried fish,
It's
but it's like
fried.
so the way my mom would do it and my sister does it. Yeah, when you fry your fish, and I'm sure I don't know if anyone else does this, but Caribbeans, when we we use our peppers and onions and stuff like that,
Yes.
we basically marinate it first in vinegar.
No
and-
wonder it
yeah.
had a vinegar to it. Then
Yeah.
used
You
You
onions
marinate it in
and-
vinegar
oh.
and then you fry it, and that gives it the taste and then when you
Banging.
fry it, gives it the taste that like it's escovitch fish
It's
is
so
is
nice.
actually really good. It's really,
Need
really
to
So,
good.
write
like,
these
when I
things
say
down.
I enjoyed, like, that's why we had
Yeah.
to
The food.
diet
And
101.
this is like proper authentic food as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't. I
There's
was
no
just so jealous right now because I
preservatives,
want
there's
the
Ah.
the
Oh,
proper.
no, it looked fun,
It
though.
looks fun.
Jamaican was good. The tourist activities were really fun as well. I did zip lining.
I saw you
Oh
dancing.
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
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 and I was like, oh, Shanae.
Yeah, it was so fun. Jamaican people are lovely. And what really surprised me, two things. Jamaicans are very fascinated with Nigerians.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
really
The
surprised
ones
at
that
that.
live there.
Yeah.
The ones that live there.
Yeah,
100%.
the ones that live there.
of course, yeah.
Like every time like we would introduce ourselves and they'd be like, oh, are you African?
Yeah.
And we'd be like, yeah, because they kind of, Jamaican accent's also a bit like a hybrid between
Because
Jamaican and
they're
America.
literally right next to Florida.
Yeah,
like
no wonder.
America. So
It's
yeah,
like they
it's
have
right
a bit of
next
an
door.
American twang. So they would be like, oh, are you African? And we'd be like, we're Nigerian. And they're literally, their eyes would light up.
Yeah.
They'll start asking so many questions.
And you know what? I love that because 20 years ago that would not have been the case.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even 10 years
Yeah,
ago, someone
exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then another thing was that there are a lot of Jamaican remixes to Nigerian songs.
Babe,
I
no,
did
no,
not know
I
this.
didn't show
Wow.
this video, yeah.
Like, finesse.
Yeah,
There's a
they
whole
remixed
Bashment version.
Jamaicans, yeah, they
There's
know how to
a whole-
annihilate
why
every
not?
song.
You need to put a twist on
Listen,
it.
you hear Ed Sheeran songs, you hear
No,
Madonna, you hear
literally.
listen,
What?
Jamaicans. I even was laughing at this.
No.
video
I
on
need to
TikTok
listen to
yesterday,
this.
yeah.
I can't
You need to
even
go to
imagine it.
Jamaica.
This video gave me
There's
so
just
much
so much.
joy.
I learned.
Watch
Please.
this. Hold on. Watch this.
No, we need to see this. We need to insert this in our
Zion.
video.
I love my Yanni's book. I don't know what this.
Oh my God.
I was like, this is so on point because Jamaicans,
Oh,
literally,
no.
yeah. If you go to like a Jamaican barbecue,
Yeah,
like kind
yeah.
of where It's like parents, age go. All you're gonna hear is remixes to every song on earth. Every song. You'll even hear remixes to nursery rhymes. Like, that's Jamaican.
I was just like, nah, this is the vibe though.
Yeah.
Because at first I'm playing Fitness. If I'm talking about business, and then it goes into Fitness. Come on, yeah. So then I'm just like, what?
They will butcher. They'll butcher every single
Jamaica was so fun. And we went to Rick's
lit.
Cafe.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard a few people. It's funny. My friend went there. She was there last week, and she went to Rick's as well. Yeah,
best. It's like you.
It's on is it the one on the beach?
Yes. But it's like also on the cliffside, so all you see is sea. So it's like you're partying on the sea. Imagine like on the cliff, and then people are jumping off the cliff.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Oh my gosh, Jamaica's beautiful, and it's free to enter. It's actually free entry to the Rick's Cafe. They just buy drinks.
Okay.
So
you guys are getting some really good tips.
Really Jamaica,
tips,
you need to go. It was fantastic. Go with a lot of dollars though, because they expect tips.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Yeah, they expect it.
It's kind of like
it's like Nigeria.
Yeah, same
exactly like Nigeria. They kind of expect it.
Oh, glad you had fun.
But it was
Sam
amazing.
Had a good time.
Oh yeah, Sam loved it. We had a great. So he loved it because he could relate to all these historical. There were a lot of like Rastas that we met that love historical.
Yes,
and he
about history,
loves that kind of stuff. So he was in his element.
Oh, that's so fun.
It was fantastic, and now we're back.
Now you're back to Jamaica. How was it settling back in? Like once you got back, how was that?
Yeah, do you know? Because I had been going to Southampton to his house quite a bit. Often. It wasn't a shock, but I think what's been a shock is just like the constant cleaning, constant laundry, constant dishes, constant cooking, thinking of food to eat. Shopping, it's the grocery shopping one. Everything I put in Instagram status and everyone was laughing at me. But I did not realise that grocery shopping is literally a weekly thing.
Oh, 100%.
It is a week. People that go monthly, how?
The only way you can go monthly, monthly is if you have a massive ass freezer.
Yeah. We have our freezers are huge.
If you want to start doing bulk, then you need to get a chest freezer. That's my mum used to do like she wouldn't do it weekly. Yeah. She would do it every couple of weeks, but she'd do a big monthly shop. And we had the fridge freezer and then a chest freezer as well. So we could put we could buy in bulk. So we go Costco or go to Macro. But if you don't have that, you have to go weekly. Because I feel like food doesn't even last as long as it used to.
It doesn't anymore. No.
You could spend £100 and your fridge will be looking empty a couple days later. Like, where are all the foods?
100%. And then you buy something 2 days ago, expiry date 10 days ago. You're like, wait, what?
Exactly.
That's the other thing that is so annoying. Because we're trying to eat healthy, we're buying a lot of fruit and veg.
And it goes quickly.
2 days.
Yeah, literally.
It lasts for 2 days. And we might not always, sometimes might just forget to eat it.
Yeah.
So 100%. That's been interesting.
That's the wife of a life, boy. The life of a wife.
Life of a wife. And then changing my name has also been like a process. So like I'm in the process of changing my surname on a lot of things.
Yeah, wow.
So that's like also a lot of paperwork.
Because it's like insurance, car stuff, everything.
So some are free.
Okay.
Passport is like £80. So and then I wanted to do that, but because I want to go away for my birthday, they said up to 10 weeks, and I want to book the flight ASAP, and I won't have my passport because I have to give it into them. So I'm just like, let me take my time. There's no particular rush.
Yeah, there's
a lot.
Have you done like your medical stuff? Like
yes, I've changed it. Yeah, I have changed my GP now. Yes.
Wow.
I tried to do that like ASAP, or like all the little things I could just get out of the way. All my
There's so much admin work.
Oh, there's a lot.
Getting married.
It's so much. And then once you think of one
work.
thing, there's so many
other things to do.
Like,
and the guys don't need
pensions.
No, they got a damn thing.
They just slide into it. Like, I've got a wife now to cook for me.
Gosh, wow.
But yeah.
And how has it been for you? Moving to Southampton, because there's a lot of change that's happened in the past few months.
Change.
Like how have you dealt with that? Has it been easy because it's been gradual, or are you still especially getting back from Jamaica and now that this is real life now? How's that been for you?
Do you know? I think because I did it gradually, it really has not been too bad.
Okay,
it could have been worse.
Okay,
like I don't feel like it's been like a shock to me. I feel like I've kind of I've gotten into the swing of things quite easily. Yeah. I think what I am realizing though is that I'm very far from everyone.
Okay, yeah.
So in the front so I'm always very conscious of keeping in touch with friends.
Yes. How's that been?
Yeah, that's it's tricky because I have to now balance time with Sam.
Yes, of course. And that's your priority.
Yeah. Whereas when I was living at home, I could be on the phone the whole evening
Yeah.
with one of my girls.
Exactly.
But I can't really do that now because I'm living with someone.
Exactly.
For my whole evening, it's just be on the phone. So it's just about boundaries, like, you know, knowing when to kind of come off the phone, calling maybe when he's at football or when I'm in the kitchen. So you kind of just find
when you're doing your own things.
Because now we're developing a routine of like gym and football and this and that. Good. So we're also kind of, you know, just learning what we like to do. So it's not too bad. I'm just very far. I think that's the only thing that's just slightly upsetting. But other than that.
So do you have to, I guess, plan ahead now? Like a lot.
That's it. That's just it.
Yeah.
So like I've already planned. So next month I'm coming to London. I've already packed stuff into that weekend that I'm gonna do because I don't have the luxury of coming all the time.
Okay.
So you need to make the most of it.
That's it. That's why this weekend I'm here. I had to pack in. I'm going to like 4 events because I was like, I must pack in
that makes sense.
Because
are you going back to Southampton? Are you staying with mum and dad?
Okay. No, I'm not even staying with my mum and dad. I'm staying with my girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm staying with my girl. Last time we came, we stayed with my mum and dad there, which was nice.
And how's that been? Like, you know, just being away from, you know, you've lived at home all your life.
I know.
So how's it? Does it feel?
It's weird. It's not that bad.
You don't feel okay.
I don't know why. It's not that bad. I feel like it should be more of a shock.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad. And maybe because I'm constantly speaking to my parents.
Okay.
So I don't feel homesick.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay.
But like it's just not that bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
And maybe like all in the mind.
I was going to say
prepare for it.
Yeah, you've prepared yourself.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was gradual.
So you prepared.
I think that's why.
That's like the best thing, though.
Yeah. Because I feel like if it was a case where it was very sudden, it would be more of a shock. But I had mentally prepared myself.
So do you literally? I mean, what's Southampton like? Like, what's the anything to do down there?
It's a vibe.
Like, you know what? This is what I thought.
Because like, what do you guys do with your weekends and stuff?
Do you know what?
Like in Southampton.
It's not that bad. Like Southampton. So we've been like walking around a lot, just trying to discover
things.
And we've discovered there's some cute little spots. There's really nice restaurants.
Okay, that's good.
There's a nice mall.
Okay.
I've been to the shopping centre.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Yeah.
They actually have a very nice mall, shopping centre. We were walking around and we saw a place like a mini box park.
Okay.
Of course, it's on a smaller scale, but it's like that kind of vibe, a big screen.
Okay.
Bar outside, a ping pong table. So that was nice.
Okay.
That was fun.
So you're still discovering.
Okay. But there are things like I've also like joined a couple of Nigerian community groups.
That's
God. But they're all like, because they're all like 50 plus.
Oh, okay.
I was expecting to see some young, you know, ladies, young couples.
I mean, I think it's probably not often that you're going to get young Nigerians moving from London to Southampton.
That's it.
Yeah,
so a lot of people move in their older years when they've had a family and stuff. So
that makes sense.
It's a bit like, but you know, I'm still finding my feet and meeting people because when you meet more people, that's when you start to discover things.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true because then you find out more things.
So no, there's stuff to do, and then we're also very near beaches. So like Bournemouth is like 30 minutes from us.
That's nice.
So nice. So we need to go, and there's like other like little places that are quite nice.
Yeah.
So Southampton's alright. You should come visit us, girl.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice.
One of two of my friends are coming up next week, and we're gonna do like a little barbecue with them.
That's nice.
So
that's nice. I think it's good,
yeah.
obviously from both sides as well.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Friends that can come to see you as well.
Yeah,
which is really important. It's a lot of change. I mean, I guess adulthood is
change.
It's change.
It's full of change.
It's full of change because it's not even just because I can assume that you have other friends who are probably go through different things where they're maybe getting married or they've had kids or they've bought a house and stuff like that, and it's finding those small slots.
Yeah,
because I can't even lie. Being intentional is it's hard, especially because you can be very engulfed in like what's going on in your own life, and there's so much going on.
Yeah,
that you just about have like enough energy to kind of focus on what's going on with you. So you have to kind of reach for more energy to be like, okay, do you know what? I don't feel like reaching out to this person today, but let me just do it.
Honestly, like now I have to think about it.
Yeah. Like before it was a bit more like it was just natural.
It was just natural. Like, let me see how this works. But now I actually have to think, okay, I need to catch up with this person because I'm also very conscious that I don't want to drift away from my friends.
So I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you that might seem a bit controversial or problematic. But during your wedding planning, because I know you've spoken about this before, but this is for anyone else. During your wedding planning process and during the wedding and obviously after the wedding, do you feel like any of the dynamic of your friendships have changed?
That's a great question.
Obviously, it's early days, and it could just, you know what I mean? So,
or do you like sense?
Or do you, is there anything that you sense?
They might.
I'm trying to think of my bridesmaids firstly because those are also my closest. No.
Okay, that's good.
The fact that it's hard for you to think.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one comes to mind.
That's good.
No one actually comes to mind, and I really hope that it
stays that way
because I've
100%.
heard horror stories.
Yeah.
That it's very common for like bridesmaids and the bride to fall out completely. Like completely.
Who was telling me? Praise, who did my makeup.
Yeah,
she was telling me that she was doing someone's makeup one time, and at a wedding, and literally, I think someone had two. They had two maid of honors, right, and basically one of the maid of honors was getting upset that the bride was giving one of the other maid of honor more things to do, to the point where she was crying and saying, "I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home." Yeah. Really? And I'm like, but it's not your day.
Suck it up. And you know what? Girls are very emotional.
Why? And that's exactly what she was like. Girls are emotional.
Girls are so
it's
emotional.
about, they make it about them. Yeah. And it's like,
I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Like, I've heard like, bridesmaids being overworked. I've heard of one girl that didn't even want to choose any maid of honors because she didn't want to make one jealous or one.
Oh, that's too much.
So, but I'm just like, why? This is actually your day.
It's your day.
Why are you so conscious about what everyone else is thinking?
If I have any friend or anyone I call friend who I think in the slightest is going to make my day difficult.
That's it.
Do you know my bridesmaid?
Yeah.
I'm not choosing you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and you have to be brutal like that. Thank God I didn't have to like deal with that. I had a girl drop out. And glad she kind of did early enough.
Yeah.
But I heard about the small dramas like with bridesmaids, but nothing.
Was there dramas?
Not like just small things, like not agreeing on plans or just little.
I was very oblivious.
And that's good.
I'm like,
and that's
I didn't know there was dramas.
That's good. And
rum punch.
And that's good. It means you guys are not in there.
Sorry. I can't.
We need
That
to
is too
extract. That's funny.
Yeah.
But so I mean, it means you guys weren't in the mix, which is good.
I'm glad. Too funny. I'm like, wait, what? Did I miss something?
But I mean, we're all still friends.
Yeah. There was nothing major.
There was nothing, and I'm so glad.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I've heard horror stories.
Yeah, 100%.
But no, I haven't sensed the dynamics of my friendships change yet, and I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. And because I'm very conscious of it as well.
Yeah.
I think that also helps. I'm very conscious of the fact that I want to stay
You
want
to keep the, with
my friends.
Yeah.
So like this week I've spoken to like 4 of my friends.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. Because if there is any reason for that to fizzle out, it's for this not to be the reason.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Not because things are changing, or because of marriage, or because of feelings. And I never want to be
one of those
like
girls. I've also heard of girls that get married and then think, oh, they're better.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
because that's a whole topic
in itself.
I think it's just the way society is. Is that society values the married woman more than the single woman, and that's just it. Do you know what I mean? That's just the reality. So. Yeah, a lot of women when they get married, they think that now I have something to say.
Upgraded.
I have upgraded.
I'm
above you, and I'm gonna, I saw. To be honest, maybe this is pride talking, but I saw a video of someone who gave her bridesmaids. She basically went around and gave all her single bridesmaids roses, and I was like, "Why are you doing that? Why? Like, this was at her wedding.
Yeah.
She had like a bunch of flowers, and at the reception, she basically went and gave all her single bridesmaids roses. Like, basically almost to say, like, I hope, like, maybe you're next and you're single.
Oh.
I didn't like that. Because I was just like, why does it have to be about highlighting the fact that because I can imagine some women may feel a way about you almost highlighting
but isn't that the same thing as like the bouquet?
I feel like it's a bit different because that, first of all, you can choose whether to go up there or not. Do you know what I mean?
But this
time it was like she was going. She was actually handing them out, and I was just like, I don't know if I like the idea of that because some women may. The thing is, even if your intentions are pure, I think that to me, it's rooted in the whole like as a single woman. This is what we should aspire to. Like this is the. Do you know what I mean?
Like you should aspire to be married.
And this is one of the core goals in life is to be a married person and as a woman to be married. But you don't see men doing stuff like that. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Come on, men don't do that like that. Like, oh, you're next, bro. Like, no one's doing that. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's because we value, as obviously men and women, we value marriage. Yeah. Obviously, women value marriage a lot more, and I think that's just because the way society is. Yeah. So I think that like. Yeah, the horror stories I've heard, I'm just glad that you didn't
I'm so
You
glad.
didn't.
Yeah.
So glad
You
that
didn't
experience
have to
it.
Because
experience
it was just such a beautiful.
It really was.
wedding.
I had so much fun at the reception, boy.
And
I was
also
thinking
for
about a
you
little
guys
rum
actually,
punch.
No, I was listening back to the episode when you said the first time you saw Jen.
Oh my god!
Fantastic.
But that's how you know I had fun.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Nah,
100%.
Jen
Yeah.
was in the element. I loved it. Oh,
It was really good.
Yeah. No, you said you had a question for us.
Yeah, from a bridesmaid point
Yeah.
of view, what was it like? Because you guys were in the like planning and behind
Yeah.
the scenes and everything.
I think for me, it was my first time being a bridesmaid.
No
right?
Hey.
So I mean, obviously you hear like some of like the horror stories and like just what kind of goes into it. To be honest, I didn't realize there was that much that went into it.
Really?
I didn't,
That's
you
what my
know.
sister said as well.
I did not. If I'm being brutally honest,
Yeah.
I didn't. I kept looking at my phone, like it kept popping up. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is this
Let's
so?
see the final
Why
product.
is this
Yeah.
so? You know,
And
Yeah.
just,
and it's like,
Wow.
you know, but at the end of it, like obviously, even with the trad and even as soon as I got my dress and things started coming together, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is what it takes.
Yeah. It takes a lot.
But I really enjoyed the process. I think, you know, at the end of the day, like Bianca said, like you are at the center. Everything that we're doing, the stress, the finances is because of you, it's because we care about you. And I think as a bridesmaid, that's something that you've got to have at your forefront.
Yeah, 100%.
You've
And I
got to
think
be
that's why
selfless.
I had like that full circle moment at
Yeah,
the end.
yeah.
You know, where I was like, wow, this is
Yeah.
so worth it.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I had so much fun.
It was fun.
Like,
It was
I had
fun.
so much fun.
There
Like
was a
even
lot of details.
people,
a lot of good
Lord.
details.
that on my socials, they were like, oh my gosh,
I was getting messages like, so many messages like, I'm living for you, and like,
Yeah,
like
literally.
they're like, please keep posting. I want to see literally from the chat day all the way up
Yeah.
until they were like,
I
no,
love that.
I'm actually upset that it's over. People were probably like, they were invested.
Invested.
Like, I think that whole wedding week, I hadn't had so many views on my stories.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know, even on She's in the Pod, so I don't know who posted the day of the white wedding. Someone posted,
Was it you?
this is what we've been up to.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
me.
I quickly, because on the morning of the wedding, on the 10th, when I woke up, I was going through everything.
Yeah.
We had almost 400 views. When have we
On
ever
She's
had
in the
that
Pod?
on She's
People are nosy.
in
You
a
lot are
Pod?
nosy.
How did
People
they
are
find
nosy.
it?
You know, people are nosy. People are
I could not
nosy.
believe it.
People are so
We never
fast
get that
and
many
nosy.
views
But
on
I'm not gonna
She's
lie,
in
I went
the
out with my friends in Birmingham a few weeks ago, and I was just talking about like we come back from Ghana and the wedding and all the stuff, and my friends, a couple of them were saying that I think I mentioned that it was the BTS page,
Yeah.
and they were like, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that page. They was like, I was sitting there like looking through it. They were like, we
I don't
enjoyed
know who
it.
was facing. I think it was you.
Jen, it was Jen.
I
Jen,
loved
Jen was
it.
like, Jen was
It was
on
so
it.
nice to watch back, and now I have it all in my archive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was so
No,
happy
so
that you
many
guys
So
posted
posted on
people
it.
were genuinely enjoying it. They were really enjoying it. So
I mean,
like-
towards the end, I couldn't look back because I just heard my voice.
Your
I think at that point, I
have a
didn't know
video-
what I was
I have a
doing.
video of my friend
And I
of
was
Jen
going in
drunk
people's
singing.
faces.
No,
I
you
was
need
like,
to send me
I have a video. You can hear Jen
everything.
singing in the background. I'm like,
Oh
what
my
is going on?
God.
It's like she's like drunk karaoke. It's so mad.
Nah. Oh
But
my
no, I
God.
from Bridesmaid, Chi did an amazing
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
She did an amazing job.
Amazing.
She
amazing.
is just
like everyone needs a
phenomenal.
Chi in their lives.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
I think that was, to me, that was probably like the highlight of the whole wedding planning. Just that she knew, she always had the answers. Do you know what I mean? And then just the organization of it. I think it was the details.
There's so much.
The
The
timing,
time, gele
there's so much.
tying.
Yeah.
To
There's so
time
much.
It, like
Yeah,
there's
there's a lot.
goes
I
into
think that
wedding
as well
planning.
is like one thing that because I'm a very observant person, especially when it comes to planning things.
Mm.
And I was just watching, and I do feel like, sometimes it's one, no matter how much you plan, if people don't want to do what they don't want to do, they're not going to do it. Like in
it.
terms of timing, turning up, I was just like, Lord of mercy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
How
but
was
it
the
all-
morning of the white wedding? Because I was just in my own world.
Oh gosh, it was.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It could have been better.
I heard.
Yeah, it could have been
I
better.
heard it was a bit.
It could have been up and down. I think there was just a bit of like indecisiveness of like what people wanted. Hair, makeup, all that kind of stuff.
Your hair, for example, was supposed
yeah.
to be tongued.
Pardon?
It was supposed to be a tongued ponytail. When everyone had
What do you
straight,
say, tongued? What do you
like
mean?
cold.
Oh,
What?
was it?
I didn't know that.
I didn't
was
know that.
why the stylists were there.
I-
Why
Wait,
would they
what?
come to pack your hair, please? In the it was supposed to be like tongued. That was the vision I had.
Nobody.
know
I never
that.
heard that.
Maybe I didn't communicate.
That wasn't-
I don't understand.
I didn't-
I just saw everyone's hair and I was like,
Oh,
okay.
I don't know. No one knew that.
I
don't know if that was communicated then.
Nobody
because,
knew.
Yeah. But I think, that morning it was just like, I don't know.
I heard, my sister was asking me. And
I think it's again, when you have a lot of women, that's the thing in a space. You're going to get some things that just are not straightforward, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But I guess, it's just timing. And I think I've watched from watching a wedding, I'm like, this is what I'll be putting my foot down on. And this is what, some things are, but you can let go of. But some things are like, it's either this, you don't like it, there's the door. Because, I mean, some things aren't that, do you know what I mean? Because, for example, the woman of the wedding, everything came together. Do you know what I mean? So if some things aren't that deep, but for the more important things, if anyone's got problems,
that's it.
Because you can't come and be bringing stress to not even me, but to the people that I've designated to help.
You
know what I mean? Like the coordinator's coming, she's looking. Oh, your bridesmaids ready? Are they there? Like it was a lot. So, but it came together in the end. But I think
for me, I don't want to. But we were getting a lot of 5 minutes, this minutes. To the point the photographer was like, I'm so sorry, I don't have to listen to you. I'm going to listen to the bride. Let's do what the bride wants.
Exactly.
He had to, because he was just like, this is your wedding day.
You've
got to get what you are not going to have 5 minutes.
Wedding day. 100%. No, and I think that's it. Like we talk about it and just about the planning process is like, the finances or the leading up to the day. But then we don't actually realize that there's things on the day that you still have to put yourself aside. It's still about the bride. Even before that, we're going to bridal showers and we're spending money and all that kind of stuff. Cool, but on the day as well, there's gonna be things you don't like. You might not like the way your makeup looks. You might not like the way your hair looks. You may not have time to fix it. We've got to keep it moving. And that's what I think. Is really really important to kind of remember.
It's that selflessness, and it's difficult.
It is.
It's very difficult.
It's easier said than done.
As a bridesmaid, because I've been a bridesmaid before. It's been a while, but yes. Oh yes, I was a bridesmaid 2 years ago.
Okay.
But it was literally 4 of us.
Okay, so it was tiny, a smaller thing.
But it's still selflessness. Because you might hate the colour. She wanted us to do burgundy nails.
Oh gosh.
Was it a winter wedding? No, it was a winter wedding.
Okay.
And then she wanted braids, and then I just hated how I looked. Like, you've got to do it for the bride. 100%. It's not about you.
100%.
It's not easy.
That level of selflessness doesn't come. Not everyone has it. As much as people will say they, but I think there's a certain extent that people will go to, and then once they get to that, they're like, or there's certain things like you're less likely to compromise on. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. But again, it's inevitable that if you get a lot of women together, there's gonna be something.
People
that
have 10 plus bridesmaids, I respect them because
that's a lot. I don't think I'd have that much. I think maybe like 6.
Yeah, I think 6, 7 is nice.
Yeah, I don't think any more than 8. I don't have that many friends anyway. So no, I really don't. When I say friends, I mean when I say people that I would want to
have bridesmen because you have a lot of girlfriends.
I have girlfriends, but I wouldn't do that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing groom's women. We're not doing all that nonsense. I hate that. I hate it so much. I hate it. But no, in terms of people that I would want to be a part of the day, I have friends that also, you got to think about friends. Like for me, there's other capacities in which you mean a lot to me. And there's other capacities in which you could be a part of my day. Like I know that at my wedding reception, my white wedding reception, I'm going to have a live band because a lot of my friends are singers and amazing singers and musicians. So like some of them will be a part of my day in that capacity. Some of them will be a part of my day. There's so many levels. Exactly. So, not every, just because you're a girl and you're my friend, don't mean you're going to be a bridesmaid. Do you know what I mean? So
was it hard choosing?
Yeah, how did you choose? How was that process?
Do you know what? Yeah.
And did you
know before you got engaged to Sam who you want your bridesmaids to be?
Yeah, I kind of already knew. Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite simple because people think I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, but I don't have a lot of close friends.
Exactly.
I actually really don't.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that difficult.
Yeah.
It wasn't that difficult. Like someone asked me, was there anyone that you think was expecting to be a bridesmaid that you didn't ask?
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Or there might be, but you just
but Charlotte's like, if that's the case, that's a you problem.
Oh no, like, seriously, it's you.
That's a you problem.
I'm not aware. I'm so sorry. But no, it's like, no. Yeah. There are some people that maybe we're childhood friends.
Okay.
But they wouldn't they wouldn't expect to be a bridesmaid.
Okay.
Like, you know, so like some of them are Ashrabi girls, and that's okay.
Oh, yes. And you have that as well.
I had that as
and
well.
That's a good thing about like traditional weddings, is that you're able to, they can still be a part of the day.
Part of it, just not in that. And most of them, all of them would understand, I hope.
Yeah.
Because like
we're just in that capacity. As an adult, I think you should get that. Like, you know, you should be realistic about you know the dynamic in which like how the friendship is and stuff like that. What to expect. I think people just want to be bridesmaids for the look of it. For the, do you know what I mean? For what it looks like. Exactly.
But it wasn't difficult choosing. I think I chose the right people.
Yeah, no, you did. It was a good team of girls.
Yeah, like I was really happy when I just saw everyone around. I was like, yes, these are my girls.
And everyone kept complimenting the bridesmaid dresses as well.
Oh yeah.
People were messaging me about that video that I posted of me, you, and Mary Grace.
Yeah.
People were messaging me like,
they loved it.
You guys are like triplets. Yeah. People were messaging me like, is that the same person? Like, I have got so many messages saying that we look, and that's a testament. That's a testament to the hair. It's good because it means the makeup, the hair, everything looks in sync, and that's a really good testament. That video was funny.
It was really good.
Yeah, no, it was the dresses were lovely. I love the material. It was very obviously everyone's got different body shapes, whatever, but it complemented everyone very well.
Like some, I didn't want to do anything that was too tight or too fit. I want everyone to feel comfortable.
Exactly. And I love the way, you know, the band around the waist that kind of like brought it like in. Because it complemented everyone's body shape. There wasn't just one type of body shape, and I like that. So no, it looks, everything came together really well. Really, really well. Even that the traditional wedding I enjoyed as well, because that was like my first time I've been to traditional weddings, my first time being a part of one.
Okay.
So so that was like,
because for me that whole day was a blur. Like
it was just, you know, it was a long day. It was like that hotel for a long time. I think we were tired to taking pictures and stuff like that.
We done our makeup early.
Yeah, we got our makeup done early. So we were the first to arrive, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the hotel.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw your message, I was like, oh my God, they're here already.
I mean, we were told to be on time. So we
really were.
So we, and I mean, that was good because then the Gele lady, she arrived not long after us.
Yeah.
So she tied our Geles and stuff. But, you know, it was a long day just because obviously people were arriving in like, it was filtered.
And there were a lot more girls.
And then the poor photographer, he was tired of us.
Oh, he was so done.
He was tired. He was tired. And some people were giving him back chat and stuff like that. They were tired. He was tired. I thought, poor man. And
it was just so awkward because if it wasn't my wedding, I would have no, let's not. But because I'm the bride,
you don't want to get all up. You need to be,
because I would have given some people some chat. Like, why are you being ridiculous? Why are you making this about you? I had to bite my tongue a lot of times.
I'm not gonna lie. To me, like that should. I would have said so.
I said it
because I could see. I was reading your body language.
Yeah, there were times where
I was reading your body language, and I was just like, this is like it's not. And I could your face. And I was just like, guys, read the room.
I know.
Read the room.
I just don't get it. Like,
why can't you just people are just not emotionally
aware, intelligent. Yeah,
like I had to bite my tongue multiple occasions.
Yeah, we saw it.
I saw it.
Aware of yourself.
I saw it.
You were always on time. You guys are always on point. You were always on time. So you guys literally saw me at every.
That is too funny.
So I just went into
That's too funny.
You know, just called. I just had to remember. I have to keep on smiling.
Yeah.
As a bride, you have to give off this gracious.
You do.
You got to be gracious.
Always, because all eyes are on you.
Yeah,
so
100%.
I just had to smile every moment. But
wow. That's a lot of pressure though.
That is
to have to always be.
Really bite my tongue.
Because me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will come out like I'm like
guys.
Or like I know, for example,
set the tone for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's very true. So I think to me, give someone that job. You're the one that will open your mouth when someone.
I just need to give you a look
on my head
bridesmaid. That job actually.
Yeah, no, 100%. I know my friend. If my friend Casey would be my maid of honor, and I know she will just. She because she already doesn't like people. Like she doesn't like being around a lot of people. She would just I don't even listen, she's the best person. I don't even have to say anything to her. She will know. We're two alike. She'll know exactly what because it was getting a bit, but no, he did a good job though with him. He really tried. He did a good job.
He was tired.
And the other guy that was doing like the social videos, he gave me so much jokes. He was giving me jokes.
He's hilarious.
He did some. He had some. I can follow him now. He's
really good. He also had a couple of moments where a bridesmaid was rude to him.
Really?
And I saw everything and I saw his reaction. I even had to like say, oh, sorry. And he was like, don't worry, you're the bride. Like he had to like just I can't
just zone out of
it.
That, man.
To like comfort me, be like, don't rubbish at it, but he was pissed
Oh
off.
no.
Yeah, I saw everything. And I just thought,
God.
I had to like, I'm sorry.
Oh
Like,
gosh. Poor thing. But no, it came together.
It was together.
I loved it. It was
this
fun.
This is the dramas of wedding planning, guys. A lot happens,
there's bound to be something.
But it was like small things. At least like there wasn't anything
like
big or major.
No one dropped the cake.
Exactly. You know what I mean? There was none of that. Oh, first of all, where's the cake? Where was our cake?
Yeah,
welcome for that.
Cake.
Where's the welcome for that?
Yeah. Apparently the cake during the trad was served when we were by the live band. You know, at the end.
Oh,
okay. The white wedding cake. I don't know.
Welcome for that.
You guys should have asked the
I'm not even gonna answer.
What happened?
The cake, bro.
And the cake was nice as well.
Oh, what flavour was it?
It was like a mix of like vanilla and red velvet.
Oh, okay. That sounds really nice. Well, Mrs. Ojo.
Mrs. Ojo.
Yes, so that's me, guys.
Yes.
I am now Mrs. But I'm back in action.
Back in action. Back in the ends. You're going tomorrow. You're going to Thingy, innit? To DLT tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Enjoy.
So enjoy.
That's what I mean. I'm packing everything.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Even after this, I'm going to Canary Wharf to like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Going out with you guys.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. That makes sense. That's. I mean, it's. I guess it would be like if you were living in London, it would be probably equal at the same amount of money that you would spend in a month or something because you're just packing it all in one.
Literally.
Yeah.
But jeez, that's a lot in one go.
But then you get to go home and just rest
and
relax.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. So I thought, okay, I'll have the weekend and then I'll just drive home on Sunday night and just chill.
Be with your husband.
Be with my husband.
Can
I just say guilt-free sex is amazing.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I was just about to open my mouth and say how's the sex, yeah, but I thought let me not ask that.
She said it now, so you can ask her. I'm married now.
No, it's true.
Exactly.
And then when your auntie and uncle was to come, that's actually your personal problem.
Yeah.
It's amazing, guys.
Guilt-free
fantastic.
Didn't they talk about it at the wedding?
Who?
No, I remember. I just remember.
Oh, the pastor.
Was it? Oh yes, the pastor. Do you know what's so bad though? I don't know what's the pastor's obsession.
Sorry,
he's talking about sex because I remember my mum's wedding. Yeah?
Well, this is my first time experience.
No, my mum's. Oh my gosh, my mum's wedding. This pastor gave his picture, and all he was talking about was sex. This is what the man has to do to the woman, and this is what the woman has to do to the man.
I think because they can talk about it so freely because this is the right.
I feel like and I feel like slightly pastors want to talk about it more.
Yeah,
but they don't. But because of the way it looks, so the wedding isn't a perfect opportunity.
I was so shocked, but I wasn't. What am I hearing? Why is everybody so...
I don't know, and it's weird because some people were like, oh, like I guess this is being grown up in church, and like you know, because some people were like, oh, this is a long wedding. I was thinking, this is not a long wedding. 3-4 hours in ceremony. I've been in weddings that are like
that was the ceremony went on.
No, you know what? Some people just go on
an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, babes. You thought that? Wait, the fact that you thought that was gonna be an hour and a half is very bad. Did you actually think it's gonna be an hour and a half?
Optimistic.
I was walking into that. I knew we were gonna be here for at least 3 hours. I knew it.
Do you know you grew up in the church, so you get it.
Yeah, the whole thing was just a shock. I remember, hold on, we were standing.
You guys saw you watch church.
Can I just say something? And I know it was on me.
Oh my goodness.
When you left. Sorry.
Remember when?
This is confession. When you left, you know when we also left?
Yeah.
That's when we weren't supposed to.
Oh, yes.
It wasn't me.
Oh, my gosh. Was it you?
Wait, what is that?
Oh, my gosh. So, you guys, did you not know this? Basically, when you guys walked out to do the signing of the register.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yes. Because you followed. Everyone was looking at each other. Everyone was looking at each other like, I was supposed to go. Yeah, and I was like, no, we're not supposed to go. They're just going to sign the register. But I think people are confused because usually when you sign the register, you don't walk out of the, like you go to the side somewhere. So I think people were confused. But I was like, but then they started moving. So I was like, okay. And then the coordinator was like, you guys aren't supposed to be out here.
No, one person asked me, I was like, yeah, let's go. And everybody comes. And then the lady was like, why are you guys here? I just kept quiet. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was just like, that was so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. And then we just had to go to the front and just stand away and just
style it out.
Oh my God, style it out. It was just, but I knew this was going to be, and it's going to be at least 3.5 hours. Like, especially, like, it's,
you know what?
100%.
I should have warned you guys because it was pastor galore. You have to remember, my parents are pastors. He also has pastor. So
but that's why I already knew.
Galore.
I just knew it was going to be a long thing.
I drilled into the coordinator, Lara, please, let this be 1.5. We timed everything to the T, even giving buffer for people to go over.
But babe, but you know, once the mic is in people's hands, you cannot control.
You can't control them.
You cannot control it.
Nah,
that's it.
I was looking at. I don't think you guys saw, but I was getting restless. I was heading like
really.
Sam like.
No, yeah.
Someone needs to,
100%. It's gonna be. You just know, like, 'cause it's the same. But especially if it's a church, you got the praise and worship, the music. There's so much that goes into it, all that kind of stuff. Like
special number,
special
hymns,
number, the hymns, the reading, scripture reading, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's that's. I was like, this is
stand.
Yeah, this is stand. That's why I had my chewing gum. I had a couple sweets in my bag. I was ready for this because
when you grow up in
like you already know the minimum you're gonna be in that service for, not even in the building, in the service for is like 3-4 hours. It's
I'm
nothing.
used to in and out.
Nah, that's not in and out. What? Where? Unless I'm going to some white lady's christening, that in and out business is not happening. So I knew them. I can hear people like, "This is long, man. This is long." I'm like, "What's wrong with you lot?"
For me, it was even long. I agree with them. No, because I was getting restless.
No, but I get it. I do get it. Especially as a bride, just being like you're in your dress. You're in the, you just want the day to go on. Exactly. You know, it's a lot. But no, it was a good day. The reception was good. The DJ was what's his name? Ayo was good. Ayo was really good. It was a fun
And your
day.
outfits?
Yeah, I loved them. You know what my favourite outfit was?
Which one?
Traditional, the blue one.
The blue.
Everyone
yes,
said
that blue one
that was the most expensive.
Yeah, that one was my favourite.
There we go.
That was
lovely.
That one was my favourite one.
It was,
I loved it. It was.
It left me a mark though.
Really?
I know.
What? Just because of the
pleats? And as I was dancing, it was rubbing on me. But when you're just
you don't feel it. Yeah.
And then I now have a bruise.
Do you know what? I don't think I told you. I had a scratch. The traditional dress, the corset left like a whole scratch.
Same with Winnie.
Yeah.
Same with like a lot of anyone that had a corset.
Yeah. I had scratches on my side like, Lord, pretty hurts, boy. Pretty hurts. But everyone, the traditional wedding dresses, everyone looked so good.
Yeah, no,
the dresses were good, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a few favourites. I was like, you guys look.
That's why now I have ideas. So I just need an opportunity to wear them.
Oh, okay.
I have so many style ideas.
I feel like that was the most stressful part of for me. Getting the dress, getting
so imagine what I went through.
Yeah, I can imagine having plenty.
That blue dress, I drove to Reading, which was Reading. Like Reading, that's where she's based.
Jesus.
I drove the day before my registry wedding.
Wow.
Like 2 hours, and there was traffic, and it was long fitting.
Jeez.
But
it came together
well,
so
and I love the fact that you incorporated like the Igbo.
Yes.
Outfit.
My mum's sister said she must. You know, dominated anyway.
The women,
they are very dominated. So they said, "No, she must wear Igbo."
Of course, I
like that. I like the Igbo entrance was like my favorite.
Yeah,
I loved it.
That's the one I saw most videos from. Anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah, I loved it. I almost got bun up by them sparkler things. Where
was it hot?
No, but the thing is, literally,
it was supposed to be cold
because they came. It was hot. Because it came in when we were coming in the entrance, it came on as I was passing the sparkler thing, so it came out, and literally I dodged it by like a second. I was like, Jesus Christ! That would have been a Michael Jackson situation, and my hair would have caught on fire. My girl.
Oh my God!
I didn't know there was gonna be that. I think that would have been
Was that your first time wearing gele?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was my first time.
Was it tight? Or was it alright?
It was it actually wasn't that bad. Okay. When she first did it, was, and then throughout the day it loosened up, so it wasn't that.
A lot of people say just take paracetamol beforehand.
No, mine wasn't tight
okay,
at all.
Good.
I think I don't know. It's because I didn't I made sure I didn't have anything underneath my hair and stuff like that, so it didn't feel like there was too much going on. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. So guys, we are gonna love you and leave you.
Oh my God, it's been a long one.
It's been a long one, but we had to kind of. I know everyone wanted the gist on the wedding.
Yes.
And
thanks for all the beautiful messages.
Yes, so many people.
I have to end with this actually. Yeah. Quite a few people. I got like 3-4 messages saying that they listened to the episode where I was talking about how stressful the planning was. So they were like, "Oh my God, just listening from She's in the Pod. I'm so happy for you to see it all come together." So that meant the world to me, guys.
Appreciate
so thank you for actually listening to our episodes and really taking it in. And
100%.
Your messages were very, very encouraging.
Yeah, and cheers to married life.
Yeah,
and loads of babies.
Loads of babies.
But we want you and Sam to enjoy each other for a few years first. You're still young. You got time. Go live your life. Go and fly. Catch flights, and then we can settle down.
And then
Yeah, all right, guys. Well, we'll see you in a couple of weeks for another episode of She's in the Pod. Sadé, your favourite line.
Yes, you're back now. 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify now because you now can too.
Yep.
Please, and share and like and all.
Follow.
Of that.
We're on TikTok now, guys. So make sure you're following us on TikTok.
Yes.
At She's in the Pod on every social media platform. So you know the deal. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for our last episode of the season.
Oh my
actually,
God.
last episode of the season. Bye, guys. guys.
Bye.